Grand Rising, Kings, Queens, Gods, Goddesses, multi-exclusive dimensional being kind with another exclusive here to bring you another one. So today's video is going to be about gang banging. Now, what is a gang? See, a gang, it already has a name. It already has a description. And now listen, this is the same shit that your government do. This is the same shit that these people put out here to present in front of you will be the same people that say, you know what, we don't want these people in our world. We don't want these people in our streets. So we're going to give them an image. Give them the image to worship. Now, banging is basically all about how you slaying, how you being known, and what's your status. Now, if you out here gang banging, this is a deep message. Hopefully, you change your perspective on how you look at things. And nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you what to say. Nobody can really stop you. But of course, you have options. You have a gift. You have a goal, a purpose. And your purpose is not to get caught up into other people's fucking adultery. See, every gang. Now, if you in a gang, you're doing adultery. You're marrying somebody else's problems, somebody else's circumstances, somebody else's situations. It's called following a ghost, getting lost in the flesh, worshiping shit that you have no business worshiping. See, this goes on a huge perspective because gangbanging been out for so long. Way before we even had the term Crips and Bloods. This should play out on all mechanisms. Also, religion is gangbanging. Government, politics, all that shit is all gangbanging. You can also get into the Democrat, the Republicans. It's the same system. It's the same motherfucking thing. You could be doing things in a good way, or you could be doing things in a bad way. Also, pay attention to the words that's being used. You have many gangs and many perspectives and many circumstances and situations. Know the true meanings and reasonings of these words, because these words are very powerful. These words hold weight. So whatever you're basically representing, whatever you're claiming, whatever you're jacking is a frequency, a vibration, and it become energy. So whatever you're putting out there, whatever you're representing, is what you're gonna get basically back. So if you're in a gang, just know these are what you're creating for you to receive. You don't have to be in a fucking gang. You chose that path. You took that option. Don't blame nobody but yourself. Don't point fingers at no motherfucking body. Oh, my father wasn't here. That's a sob story. Nobody want to hear that. What you gonna do? How you gonna basically put the roof around the heads? How you gonna put the clothes on your back? How you gonna man up and basically say, you know what? I'm not gonna allow this deadbeat or this person to basically dictate how my life gonna go. Because we all got a life. We all got a purpose. We all got a career. We all got to go. We all got to manifest in life. We can't stay in one space. We can't stay in one stagnation. And of course, nobody can tell you what to do. But it's up to you on which way you trying to go. You trying to experience life where you're comfortable, or you trying to experience life where you're stuck in hell, representing shit that you shouldn't be worshiping. Now, every gang, if you're out here just claiming gangs, and you didn't create your own gang name, and you don't have a agenda or a goal as far as being in a good space and location, you're being practiced witchcraft on you. So whatever gang you're representing, whatever gang you're claiming, is what you're gonna basically be known for. And of course, this is gonna create trials and tribulations, just like by you following the blind, leading the blind, getting lost into people situations that you shouldn't be getting lost into. You out here claiming shit that you shouldn't be claiming. You out here opening doors that you shouldn't be opening. So of course, this is what you're receiving. This is what you're putting on your heart and on your mind. This is what you're gonna basically get back. So if you're putting out negative energy, the negative energy is your child. If you're creating a demon child, that demon ass child gonna create some demon ass circumstances in your motherfucking life. So you gotta understand and understand that shit. See, this gang shit, it goes way back, almost to the point of when the books was created, when the Bibles was created, when the words and the terms and the phrases was created. So these words that you're creating or using, these words are being used against you. These spirits are being used against you. You gotta understand, this world was built upon Masonic shit, Freemasons. So this is another term of depopulation. So if you in a gang, just know you in the depopulation group as to where you're in the urban area, and the government put you in this, put your family or a person in that area where things is not affordable. It takes time for you to basically get out of that scenario, but don't stay there for too long. And of course, the parents is out here working. That means the parents don't really have time to attend to their child. The parents don't have time to raise their child, basically have a heart or have time to put it to their child because they outworked, they burned, they fired, they grass, they ass got burnt, they tired, they gotta go to sleep. For me, they don't really got time to put time into their child. They don't got time to invest time into them. That's why it's so important to basically know what you're doing when you're having a child, because at the end of the day, if you're having a child for the wrong reasons and just out here in your desires, you create a demon child. Now that child is gonna suffer the same way the parents are suffering. That child is gonna be suffering now because you as a parent was selfish. You was lost into your desires. Y'all wasn't thinking about the bigger perspective. Y'all was thinking about small matters, low matters, lower percentage levels. And of course, if you was thinking low down here in the flesh, then this is basically what's going to be presented. You're going to be presenting yourself in a low as vibrational state. Now that child grow up suffering. Now that child got to go through more experiences, more circumstances and situations to get out of that low as vibrational perspective. Almost to the point that the child father may just fucking leave just because of that shit. It goes real deep though. Saying about no other spectrum. This is how it plays out on an everyday basis. For me, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into when you're participating in these actions and these natures. So every gang that's out here in these streets, for me, if you don't have a good purpose as far as what you're doing, like staying on the corner, gang banging, hustling, that's cool. But if it's not presenting a scenario as to where everybody can develop and basically make it in life or move forward in life without having to look behind their back or look over their shoulders every 5-10 minutes, then of course this puts you in a scenario. You always got to be aware, but you got to also be on your P's and Q's. But you don't want to be in a scenario where you got to keep looking back. So what you're doing is you're worrying. This is basically what you're creating in your life, to the point where it's going to be a scenario where you're going to have to really look back this time, and boom, it's going to be a little too late for you to actually respond and react to the person that you were looking for. See, also cops, which are agents, they are out here to watch you, trail you, see what you're doing. Also, either put you in jail or kill you. That's another depopulation agenda that was set up. See, this system was created to see you fail. This system was created to see your ass stay in one spot. Now, you can beat the system. You can overcome the system. You can control the system. You can destroy the system. Many ways. It's called teamwork make the dream work. But how you going to be out here teamworking and dream working if you out here beefing with your neighbors from down the block, from across the town? How the fuck you going to beat the system if the system already got you going against people that you're familiar with, or people that you can basically make a bond with or make good terms and agreements with? How the fuck are you going to destroy the system if you out here killing each other every motherfucking day? How? That shit don't make no motherfucking sense. That just create more scenarios so more people is gonna hate. Feel me? And hate don't win. Love always gonna win. They hate to see motherfuckers loving each other. They hate to see motherfuckers doing that shit. Feel me? That's the whole point of when Crips and Bloods, for instance. Now Crips and Bloods came together, they was teamwork down in the beginning. Everybody was teamwork, dream work, feel me? And of course, that's when the crack came in. That's when the money came in. That's when the drugs came in. That's when the guns came in. Of course, this is called separation, because they got y'all fighting for low vibrational shit, which is money. Money ain't shit. It ain't shit, because whatever you have the value and offer to the world, that's shit. That's real shit. That's what's going to get you from point A to point B. But see, they created a currency to make you think that you have to work for shit outside yourself in order for you to basically receive these things. No, you don't have to do none of that shit. Of course, that's the element, of course, as presenting yourself. But working for they shit and equipping for their matters, you don't have to do none of that shit. You just got to know what you're good at, and of course, trust in those manners. Utilize these talents, utilize these gifts that you have in the right way, not the wrong way. But how the fuck are you gonna present your gift if you're out here gangbanging and getting lost into distractions? Feel me? That's the whole purpose of a gang. Feel me? That gang wants you to worship. That gang wants you to go to war for it. That gang wants you to represent. That gang wants you to do all this shit for it. But the gang ain't doing shit for you. The gang ain't gonna get you out of jail. The gang ain't gonna be there all the motherfucking time to watch your back. They ain't. Feel me? In the streets, ain't gonna come to your funeral. That block ain't gonna come to your funeral. So what the fuck is you? By you holding down the block, by you staying on the block, you creating witchcraft to come your motherfucking way. Because you're basically attaching and tying yourself to a name. Remember that shit. All blocks have names. And all blocks and names carry frequencies and vibrations and energies. So remember what you're claiming or what set you claim. Remember, set means your ass is setting in something. Get set up. Feel me? Because you gotta be up in order for you to be able to set something or be in a set. So of course, this is what's happening. You're being trapped. You're being in the maze. You're being caught into the matrix. They vision, the way they see things. And of course, this plays out on high magnitude, low magnitude, almost to the point kids, children get into these scenarios. Wrong place, wrong time. Shootouts, fistfights. Of course, some of them get raised into these environments, these areas. And they watch certain movies and shit and present certain movies that they put out here, which is another witchcraft. Because television, you even got motherfuckers believing in the fake ass fucking virus that don't fucking exist. You go outside, you don't see bodies dropping dead. No, but of course, this is using the motherfuckers that's sitting on their ass, watching TV, believing everything on the news, but they not out here in these fucking streets getting proof. They just believe that's how motherfuckers get caught up out here. That's how that's how brainwash come into play. Whatever you're paying attention to is what you're receiving. So almost to the point where you watch a whole lot of demonic shit. You watch a whole lot of television, a whole lot of gang shit. You don't want to be in the gang. Why? Because you're paying attention to that shit. Those spirits, because those lights that you're seeing are being emitted from the TV towards you. Because it's going to play a characteristics. They're going to talk about it. You're going to present it. You're going to carry that imagination that you're seeing on the TV. And you're going to basically express it and share it. Almost to the point that you in a gang one day. And it goes fucking deep. That's why you got to be very careful what you claim. Almost to the point you claim a crip that represents blue. Blood, that represents red, passion, blood, death, all that shit. You know what I mean? Now you got blue and red going at it and shit. This is opposition. Feel me? This is also you got the vice lords. Now anything with a lord is low, and vice represents shortcomings. So that folk shit, black disciples, gangster disciples, all that shit. Anything with even to the point where you're claiming race, you're gonna still receive the obstacles that come into your life. You're not supposed to claim none of this shit. These are all witchcraft words, even religion, witchcraft words, race, complexion, black, brown, Caucasian, all that shit, Spanish, all that shit is basically low vibrational as witchcraft words to present these scenarios to play in your life. They give you the gun. You play Russian roulette by choosing and picking sides. And of course, one day you're going to create the witchcraft out your lips. And this witchcraft going to be the bullet that gets you. Because it's always going to be that one barrel in that Russian roulette bullet. Keep flipping the gun. Keep playing around with these ideas, these concepts, and these themes, and these stories that they keep presenting. You playing with Russian roulette to the point that your ass going to create a scenario. Almost to the point now they got the Asian life matters and shit. All life matters. But as you can see, they got another term, another condition as to another race war. They realize shit was not working. Let's start creating turf wars, or let's just say let's go to war on the Asians. Let's create videos. Let's create scenarios. Let's pay people to just go around beating these people up, and let's get these people rallied up and hyped up to the point where we don't even got to motherfucking pay all these people these stimulus checks. We're gonna put most of this money towards the Asian community. Of course, this is gonna create more separation because they're gonna be like, wait, hold on. If they got people saying Black Lives Matter, and they got you saying Asian Lives Matter, then what other race is gonna be like, oh, this lives matter? You're not race. You're not none of that shit. Stop fucking claiming that shit. See, this is Dalmatian. This is distraction. This is what they have your mind focusing on, and this is what distracts you from getting to your life purpose and your path. Don't get caught into their motherfucking bullshit, because this is how you get trapped. You don't want to get trapped. You want to get out the fucking trap. You in hell already. You want to ascend, not descend, motherfucker.